Hey guys, it's Megan
and Stephanie.
We are Farm Besties
here with Farm Fresh Advice at Miss Julie's farm, and we are here, as you can see, looking at our stalls.
Yeah, fancy
I'm
stalls.
excited to hear all about the stalls. So tell me all about the doors and the stall fronts.
How did you choose?
How did you choose? They're beautiful, and I love them. I love them. They're lovely.
Well, I actually, when we bought the property, we had an empty shed behind our house, and I put in 3 stalls for my 3 horses so I could bring them home before this building was built. And I didn't really have a choice, or I guess I had a choice, but the builder just brought in those 3 stalls, kind of asked me what I wanted, showed me the different doors, and I wanted the ventilation.
Yes.
So I chose the grate on the bottom, and that's how I met the company that makes these, because the builder brought them in. So when I built this building, I went back to the same company. This is a better version of the stalls that were put in the little barn in the first place, but the doors are the same. I love the yoke so they can hang their head out, and I love the ventilation.
So is this,
I love this.
is there a full piece that goes in?
There is a piece you can put.
So it's removable.
Yep.
So if you got a naughty,
that's right.
you can close them in.
Yep.
I love the handle.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's great. Very sturdy.
For all the metal.
Yes, and I love the
yeah.
My little, I have woodchucks at my farm. I don't have horses.
Beavers?
Yeah, I have beavers, and this is just great.
So these are Woodstar products,
Okay.
and you can see on the inside of the door, everything has a metal.
Yeah, we'll come in.
Yeah.
Mr. Cameraman, go ahead and head in.
Everything has a metal edge to it, so it's protected from
love that.
cribbing. Yeah,
Love that. I love the ventilation. That's always a huge problem in the summer.
yeah.
But any time of year to keep the fresh air, trying to keep the heaves down, the breathing problems down. I just love this. So very nice. But yeah. So did these come wood in it and everything, or did you have to put wood in it and assemble it, or how did that work?
So the doors come
That's the door.
prefabricated.
Okay, all together.
And then the grills are separate, and then you bring in the rest of the lumber.
the wood.
And did
put
you
'em aside.
hire a builder, or did you build the stall? Because you have to buy the wood separately. It's the metal pieces you get from the Woodstar.
That's
right?
correct.
Yeah.
Yes, and I had a builder come in and build out these stalls.
And I love how, the door stop, we're not on the outside, but I love how big, the door stop is about, actually, it might even be bigger, but then also you have this as well to prevent them from kicking between the boards. When I built my farm, my horse actually put its foot between these 2 boards. Yeah, and then I found her that way. And so and we did not have this brace
piece.
Yeah, and the other nice thing I noticed is the 2 boards are treated at the bottom.
Yes, so so the stalls are made out of 2x8 tongue and groove southern yellow pine, super strong, and then the tongue and groove of course helps with the strength. The stalls came with metal stiffeners they were a little like corrugated for strength, but in my experience at other barns, they tend to have corners on the metal and whatever. So I did not use those. I had my builder make these for me.
Yeah,
I actually did the same thing. I took a 2x6 and tapered it exactly like that. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
So I totally agree.
Love it.
And it's wonderful. It really stiffens that wall up. I love what's behind Mr. Cameraman. You got windows.
Yeah.
This is fabulous. And they open.
Yep. Every stall has a window except for the 4 center ones, and these do open.
Oh, wow. So you can really clean that off.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow,
I love that. So yeah, you can come in here, sweep this out when it gets
wash your
cobwebs.
windows.
Yeah.
Get in, wash your windows, pop your screens out.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. And these are also Woodstar.
There.
Nice.
Yeah.
So is it easy to match with the window? Size?
Yes.
You just tell them what size windows you were putting in, or?
Apparently these are standard sized windows, and this is their standard size grill.
Nice.
But of course they could do a custom if you had different sizes.
So how does the latching work? I think I saw you pick it up.
Yep. So on the hinged part, it is loose, and then there's like a peg here that goes in a hole. So you lift up and then set the peg down in the hole.
Nice.
So then the horse can't
Pull it
Right.
open.
pull it
Yeah,
open.
That's
brilliant.
great. That's great. So
Yeah.
you've got corner feeders,
Corner feeders.
bucket for water,
And
and
check out
then
this latch.
yeah.
Yeah, this is different. We haven't videoed any latches like this, and you prefer this. You haven't had any problems with
Popping the bucket loose or anything.
Once in a while, my mare
It's up under it and
bites the bucket, and she can she gets it off somehow.
Yeah, I know, right?
The right
How did they
angle.
do it?
Somehow she does it. Yeah, the right angle, and then you find her bucket over there.
sure.
But she's telling you it's empty, Mom.
Yeah.
So
And then you've got behind you here is hay net. So does everybody get fed in the hay net?
everybody does. If the owner prefers they eat from the ground, I of course would do that. But I have easy keepers, so it slows them down. Every stall has a net in it. I could have definitely take it out if they were shod and the owner was afraid they were going to get caught up in it.
Right.
I would take it out. They're at different heights and different stalls. Some are on the back wall, so you can hang them higher,
Sure.
etc. But I just think it's better for the horse to, have
Slow
hay
down, yeah.
longer.
So you show us how the latching, how
Sure,
you
these
feel
are-
it, how to undo
Yeah,
that.
so it's super easy. So you push the frame back, and this goes up,
Oh.
and then it just
Nice.
falls forward. And it's easy to fill.
So how many flakes will go into one of these?
This is a half bale, I believe.
Okay.
So
Half bale,
yeah, you can put at least 3.
Yeah.
You could probably cram 4. And then all you do is push it to shut.
Nice.
And it comes with a pin, although I don't use the pins because they tend to fall out and then they're in the bedding and
Right.
the horse, when they're pulling at hay, they tend to pull them out. So, and you really don't need it because this is very
No.
secure, and you would have to push this back and turn that up. The horse would have to do that to
No
And
thumbs.
you haven't
No.
had
Yeah.
any horse open it up yet.
no, I haven't.
That's
Nice.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That would be a great latch for water buckets.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
You and I were thinking the lake.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a great ingenious idea
It's
for a water
beautiful.
bucket.
yeah.
So they can't,
Yeah, the only thing is if it would freeze. I
Yeah.
could see it freezing.
Yeah,
in the winter.
splashing water or
But
something
not,
on it.
not in here because this barn is heated.
It
right?
is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and
only if you got it wet.
yeah, but it would get wet. Mine play. Mine
Don't
do all sorts of things. They
splash
have a
and dunk.
party at my farm. But in every barn or every stall has a fan in it
It
as
does.
well.
We've got fans
Yeah.
up here.
And I also have
Yeah,
mat
The
and
mats.
I want the cameraman to actually see how thick it is. He has to go back outside.
Did these mats come from Woodstar or?
No. So these,
that out.
they're called Mayo Mattress.
Uh-huh.
They are 1 3/4 inch thick, and they are actually made for cows.
I was just going to ask, are these cow mattresses?
They are.
'Cause
And
those guys come up with all the ingeniousness.
They really
I
do.
saw
They
them.
really do.
I saw them at Midwest Horse Fair and a couple years ago, and then I saw them again this year. And
Are they like 3x or 4x6?
they're 4x6.
Okay.
They're heavy.
They are not.
Really?
They're not.
So the coolest
No
thing about them is that you could just
Oh
lift
my
them
gosh.
That looks so
up with
easy.
like one hand.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I literally thought those must weigh like a
And
ton.
do they get shavings underneath them? Then if they're that light?
No,
Wow.
because
Wow.
my builders trimmed them so they fit pretty tightly, but when they get warm in the summer, they started to buckle.
Okay, yeah.
So we've then retrimmed them. So
Sure.
now we do have bigger cracks
yeah.
Sure.
in some stalls. So shavings get in the cracks.
Do you know what they're made out of?
I don't know exactly what kind of like foam rubber they're made out of, but,
But what are they called again?
Mayo Mattress.
Yeah.
Mayo Mattress.
Yeah, and they have a 10-year warranty on them. So if a horse
No.
destroys one,
You can.
That's
you can
amazing.
take a picture and they will send you a new one.
So did you order these online and they showed up on a truck,
Or
or did you buy them local?
I bought them local.
Okay.
I was told they're made in Ireland,
Oh,
and there's very few distributors in North America. That's what I've been told. I didn't really research it too much, but we do have a distributor locally here, and I just ordered them, and they came on a semi, and we unloaded them by hand because they're so light. They're like 20 pounds each.
And price compared to normal mats, are they roughly the same? Or
No, they're more expensive.
They're more expensive, yeah.
But they have a
seem-
10-year, you said, warranty?
10-year.
Yeah. We don't get that when you order mats.
No.
Yeah. That's
And they're
amazing.
heavy, man.
Very heavy.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
I love this. I
Yeah.
figured as soon as you said how light they were, I'm like, these got to be cow mattresses because
Yeah.
these are great, and they felt great under the foot. I mean,
They're,
they really
yeah.
do.
So the distributor told me that if like when we have shoes on and we walk on them, we're like, oh, this is really cushy. But
Yeah.
the real test is if you were to kneel on them without,
Sure.
your shoes, then you really see how cushy they are. And my horses, like I said, are big. And when they stand on them, you can see the dent they're putting in. But as soon as they lift their foot, it pops
comes
back up.
back up.
It
That's
doesn't,
amazing.
yeah.
And how, what is the size of your stall?
12 by 12.
12 by 12.
Yeah, that's
And I
awesome.
just love, I don't know, I'm all into hardware, but like, look at this door stop.
Yep.
I mean, that's solid. I love latches because how are they going to get out?
Yeah.
Like, this is, for me, these things excite me.
What do
Me
they
too.
remind you of?
But you're a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this very similar.
Yeah. And
Different
then-
brand, but exact same thing.
Yeah.
My
Like
latches.
the door keeper. I
Yep,
guess you could
the
call
keeper
it.
there,
Yeah.
yep.
I mean, it's just awesome.
Yeah.
Very heavy duty. Yeah, I love it.
Woodstar was very easy to work with as well. They actually shipped my grills without the feed hole,
Oh.
Okay.
without this in it. And it was just an oversight. I think I didn't mention it or they didn't ask or whatever, but they were happy to replace them,
Mm-hmm.
and
Wow.
just,
Shipped
And-
in the
and
new
quickly,
ones and you
yeah.
shipped out the old ones.
yep.
So where did they ship in? Where's Woodstar out of?
I want to say
How far?
Indiana,
Delavan.
but
Okay.
Delavan.
Really?
Delavan, Wisconsin. Yeah.
wait,
I've
Woodstar?
Woodstar. They're,
So they-
aren't they in Wisconsin? Because my stalls are Woodstar and they were Delavan. I mean, maybe
Wow.
they've moved.
Oh,
Since
Well,
I
they could have different plants making different
Yeah,
stuff.
that's true. Yeah, but mine was out of Delavan.
Wow.
oh,
That'd be
all
really
right.
nice.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
close. It's about 45 minutes for anyone who is looking from outside of Wisconsin. They're not far from us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
oh.
Did not know that.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
could
thought
be
it was a
wrong.
couple hours away.
Okay.
But anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, yours could have came in from somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
And then for all of your stalls, do you have grills in between? And why did you pick the grills versus a wall? Right.
right. So they do all have a grill in
Mhm.
between. The ones in the center have 3 grills all the way around. And I picked that because of the ventilation airflow aspect, as well as the aesthetic. Like it is a very open looking
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
situation. And
Good
then,
airflow.
yeah. And I hope to have horses next to each other that get along. I
Right.
mean, if we have to put up a little solid divider or something, we will. But
Do they fight at all when you're feeding grain?
so we've had some horses that I've had 2 horses actually that have had sort of grain anger issues. And it turns out
It
that
happens.
they had ulcers. So they weren't really fighting with their neighbor per se. They were just
Not feeling good.
not feeling good. So they were acting up when they were fed.
Sure.
Well,
I
that's
have not yet
interesting.
had to put dividers between
So-
anyone.
Let's scooch back here. I see you've got a little spot for, looks like blankets.
Yep.
And then I don't see any hooks per se for halters, but there's like a temporary one right there.
Yeah, this is what we use for our halters. I didn't want anything that was screwed in that was sticking out as like a danger thing.
Sure.
So I tuck them behind this chain, and it just they stay in place. So the horses don't tend to
Right.
chuck them into the aisle.
Now, we've talked about this when we looked at your tack room. If you guys haven't seen that tack room video, make sure you check that out because your tack room is amazing. But if a client wanted to install something on the stall front. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think not.
I think we would agree with you. I've said it in several other videos. Like y'all, like
Don't cross the line.
don't cross the line. Like,
Don't put it in her stall.
I was a boarder for a long time.
Me too.
And you start to just think that, well, this is my stall. I can do what I want. No, it's not. It's not your property. So yeah. You guys just, PSA.
Ask the barn owner.
Always ask first because you don't want this one to be mad at you.
No.
No, it's just, it's, and there's, the more you screw stuff in and out of wood, you are permanently damaging wood.
Yeah.
That's
And
absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's expensive.
There's other things involved too, like safety.
Yeah.
I don't want people adding things to the front of their stall because it could be dangerous as well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So
that's why I brought it up. Well, and if we look again at the stall door behind you, obviously, the stall door is open, but when the stall door is closed and there's a horse in here, it can stick its head out and it can grab anything that might be screwed in. It could,
pull it in the stall.
if there was a hook here, it could get a nose or a lip caught on it. So safety. Absolutely. So, Well, thank you so much. I don't know about you, Megan. I loved this so much.
I love these.
We've got lots more things that we want to check out in her barn. If you haven't seen some of the other videos, be sure to check them out. We are checking out all the things here at her farm. But yeah, before you go, please hit the subscribe button, click the thumbs up. We really appreciate that. And any questions, comments, we'd love to hear from you. They would be down below in the comment section. And we're going to keep going. We'll see y'all in our next video. Bye, guys.